Hey Capricorn, this is going to be a tarot reading for your sign before the week of the 8th to the 14th of September. Let's begin. Okay, so your pre-week energy here coming into the week. I see you really been following your heart in regards to some sort of situation. You've been really following your heart and trying to figure out how you can heal yourself, how you can heal your energy, how you can become greater than what you currently are. I feel like you've been hoping and wishing for some blessings to come in for you. You've been hoping and wishing, what you desire to manifest within your physical reality. And I see you've been following your heart, trying to figure out how to physically get there. You've been, going on journeys, going to different places, meeting new people, trying to really figure out how to level up. And you've come to the sort of conclusion of it's not people that are going to help you move and level up, it's yourself. It's who you are, what you represent. I see you've been in these situations really guarded, had your armor, so to speak, on. You've had like sort of your wits about you to see, like, who's doing what, what's going on here. And when you've gotten into the door, you've kind of had a look and been like, is this thing right for me, or is this, is it, does it look different to what it actually is? So you've been kind of exploring like this, and it's making you very victorious within yourself, very successful within inside of you. I think people have this misconception of what success is. People think success is, how big your family is or how much money you have. I think true success comes from the fact that you are who you are, and no one else. I think that's what true success is here. And just in general, for me, to if I be honest, I feel like someone's more successful. I would say someone is successful if they are able to face their fears and face what what's holding them down, and to triumph. And you're kind of doing that here. You're like very successful with inside of yourself. You're looking at the progress you've made. You've been looking at the progress you've made from being in this kind of energy of following your heart, trying to figure out what's good for you, what's not good for you. And it's been healing you. It's been helping you recuperate your energy. You've been contemplating every step of the way, figuring out what your next move should be, and what's the right move to make. And I see you being very enthusiastic. You not feel drained from this situation of figuring stuff out. It's made you more enthusiastic because it's opened up your perspectives to different things. I see you here taking some sort of action, towards allowing yourself to be the leader of your life. I see you. It's a very strong Mars energy of trying to control, like not control, but be the authority. I'd say it's not very aggressive. It's there. The energy is there, but it's more of like more tapped into leadership. Like that Mars energy is tapped into leadership. It's tapped into sort of knowing that you are the one. And you're doing this from a place of wisdom, from a place of respect, from a place of truth, from a place of authority. You're transforming. You don't realize that just you accepting the fact that you are the emperor, that you are the authority. You're taking this action, and it's causing some, without you realizing it, it's causing you to have an energetic breakthrough. It's like you're bursting out of the womb without you realizing it. That is happening to you. It's just happening. Interesting. You're just breaking out of it without realizing, because you're simply taking this action of saying, no, I am the leader of my life, I am the authority of my life. I don't have to go the other way, the ways that other people have gone, and I don't have to go and start from the bottom of the ladder and climb to the top of the ladder, um, because I am who I am, and I know that's not what I need to do to be successful. Again, you're leading with your heart in this situation, and that's what's taking me. That's what's making you take this action. It's a very passionate action, and it's causing a breakthrough without you realizing. You just deciding to be the authority in your life, to be you know, the ruler of your life, not to allow your circumstances to rule over you. And I see you're not doing this from a place of like stamping your foot down and being like, this is me. I'm saying like a little kid going, no, this is me. And then you're just there like, looking at them. You're a kid as well in this scenario, and you're just looking at them and you're like, what a kid. Like you're ready to go at as moment's notice, but you're relaxed at the same time. You're wise. You're not jumping to any situation without you needing to do so. I feel like you have the power to govern over people. You already have people that look up to you. This is your confirmation that this is your reading. You already have people that look up to you, and they're vocal about it. They let you know that we look up to you, and we think so and so of you, highly. They think highly of you, but you don't realize that just by you doing this, you're transforming in a major, major, major way. I feel like it's very subtle for you. It's very subtle. You feel like, oh, it's just a minor change. Let me just change my perspective a little bit here. But energetically, it's moving mountains quite literally, or it's destroying towers. In your energy, you're having a revelation, a sort of revelation, a destruction, a forced change because of this. And this sort of revelation, forced change, is causing an ending. At the beginning of the week, between Monday and Wednesday, you're going through an ending of some sort. It will feel a bit painful as you're going through it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It will feel a bit painful to you, whatever this ending is. But I feel at this point it's something that you're gonna after it's done, you're gonna be grateful that this has happened. You're gonna be grateful that this has happened. This ending has got something to do with some sort of lie. This has got something to do with a false. Yeah, it's got something to do with a false foundation. Something to do with a false. Something you were building towards, and you thought you had laid the foundation of already. You're building something, and it's an ending of that because you're following your heart. This, prior to this week, it's helping you reveal a lot of stuff that are there, that are meant to be there for your good, and are not meant to be good. They're there for your good, but you're letting it die. You're accepting the death of this thing or whatever it is. You're letting it go. Whatever you've been building on, whatever you've been working towards, you're going to be letting it go. You're going to be letting it die. You thought it was fulfilling to you. You thought it was something that was going to give you wealth. It's something financially related. It's something financially related that you were building on. Maybe you spent a lot of time building. I see you like, oh. I see you're spending a lot of time building away. I see you spending a lot of time building away at whatever this was. You spent hours and days and weeks and months, trying to make this thing happen. And you weren't seeing many results is what I'm getting here. You've been putting in work, day after day, week after week, month after month, and you're not, you've been seeing growth. You thought you were going to be much more abundant than you currently are from this situation. You see yourself, you should have been the King of Pentacles by now, but you're not. You're not the King of Pentacles. At this moment of time, you're carrying burdens, you're carrying hard work, you're carrying on all this burden, you're taking up all this hard work for no reason. You're kind of coming to this conclusion that, you know, what you thought it wasn't actually what it was. And you're allowing him to die. You're accepting death, the death of this situation. And this is gonna purify you, purify your energy. It's gonna purify what you believe in as to be true. Because you're realizing here, you know, beforehand, that you are the ruler of your life. And just this simple thing is transforming you, because it's not from a place of ego, it's from a place of truth, from a place of honesty, it's from a place of wisdom, respect, authority. You're realizing that you have a lot of skills, you've learned a lot of skills, but this thing, whatever it is that you've been building towards, some sort of industry, as I'm hearing some sort of industry that you're building in, that you thought was going to be fruitful for you, is not for you. You're realizing this is just hard work. It's not giving you what you desire, and you're bringing karma. You're bringing it to court. You're bringing it to the spiritual court, and you're allowing it to die. You're bringing truth and fairness into the situation. You're looking at the situation and saying, you know, is this fair? I've put in so much work, and what have I gotten from all that work that I put in? You know, you're going through this kind of situation. But I see you here after this ending has happened midweek between Wednesday and Friday. You're being called to be more adventurous. You're being called to be more passionate, to take inspired action towards whatever it is that inspires you. You're being called to live life a little bit more. I feel like you're somebody that likes to plan a lot before you make a decision, but you're being called here to be more adventurous, to be more spontaneous, to be more passionate. Move towards things that make you feel more adventurous. Be more confident as you are adventurous, and know that in this time spiritually you are protected. If you decide to go on any endeavor, you know, adventure doesn't always seem positive sometimes, you know, but you're protected. Just know you're protected in this adventure that you're being called to take, and it's going to prove to you that, you know, you are more than whatever these situations were, because it's going to fill you up with more passion. You're going to be more passionate as you're being adventurous. You're being called to be more passionate, and you're going to find more passion and feel more passion as you're going on. It's like you're going to be amplified. I'm seeing like an amplification here of your energy. Your energy is going to be almost like this orangey brown, and you're purifying it to be more orangey gold. Interesting. But you're definitely gonna find something, I think, in this journey. Know that you're being guided by spirit. I see spirits just kind of nudging you on here, kind of like whispering in your mind. I think you might be psychic. You might hear messages inside of your brain, and you're like, where did that come from? Was that me? you I don't know what the word is. It's clear something. They all clear something, but it's clear something where you can hear the voices inside of your mind, not your ears, but like you hear the message or you feel them inside of you. But you're being guided. Just follow your intuition in this situation, and know that you do have the inner strength. You are resilient. You can achieve what it is you desire. Your intuition. Just know, follow that your intuition in this situation, and you're gonna. What is it you're gonna find? Is a good question actually. Rather than you're gonna find a sense of generosity, a sense of kindness, a sense of what giving and receiving truly is. I feel like your sense of giving and receiving is distorted. The way you think about it has imprisoned your energy. It's imprisoned your mind within a shackle of not being able to level up. But giving and receiving isn't necessarily money related. It could be anything. But you're going to be meeting people, you're going to be experiencing things by being adventurous. You're being called to be more adventurous in life in general. By the end of the week, by the weekend, you're gonna gain some new perspectives. You're gonna be enlightened by the end of the week. Whatever you go through during this week, whatever adventure you go through, you're going to gain some enlightenment about yourself, what you desire, where you're going, who you are. It's gonna be like like a moment in time that you're gonna be able to see things in a different way, almost like the hangman. Yeah, almost like the hangman, because he's upside down, isn't he? But the moment in time is like time is gonna stand still for you as you have this sort of realization. I'm seeing you like an epiphany, not an epiphany, but it's like, you know, when you have deja vu and it's like everything just goes really slow all of us. I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but things go really slow for a second, and you know, it's like your mind is just like moving at like the speed of light, and it's just going through, and it's like thinking like so much, and then you look at the time, and it's only been a minute. It's something like that is happening for you this week. But you're going through an adventure, and while you're on the adventure, you're gonna have some sort of revelation, some sort of new perspective, some sort of enlightenment about yourself, and this is going to lead to some sort of divine, some sort of bliss, some harmony within yourself. And you're going to be moving quickly forwards in the future to what you desire after this week. Your energy is going to be less fragmented. Your energy is going to be more whole. As it's more whole, your energy is able to move in one direction. Oh, here we go. Not again. One direction. Maybe one direction significant. I'm laughing because it's happened to me a few times now where One Direction comes up and I hear one of their bloody songs. I haven't listened to them in years. Maybe they're significant for you. The One Direction. And if you listen to some of their songs, they'll help you feel like being more adventurous, being almost more like feeling, you know, exploring, wanting to explore. And yeah, put it down in the comments what song of yours you you like of them. This is the third reading is happening where I keep getting bloody One Direction. That's bloody hilarious. Anyway, but things are moving for you very quickly in the future. You're going to be swept along. Your mind's going to be very much more so expanded. Your life's going to be very much so expanded. You're going to see a lot of growth actually. Coming forward from things in general. So your challenge here for this week is not deceiving yourself or lying to yourself about your healing that you're currently needing to heal within yourself, needing to heal aspects within yourself in order for you to better yourself, because you have a glimpse here is what I'm getting of the fact that you need to be more whole within yourself. You're having a glimpse here when you're in this hangman position that you need to shed off layers that no longer serve you, that no longer belong to you. Maybe it's people, what they've told you, their narratives, what they thought was real, you know, they sort of implanted this within you, and it's affected your energy in a major way where you've not been able to manifest what you desire. You've been working on things, you know, you've worked on many things, and you've been actively trying to figure out, you know, how to heal yourself. You know, you've been leading with your heart. You've been victorious so far, but don't allow this journey to end here. Continue on this journey. Don't let your mind try to trick you and say, you know, we're done here. You know, keep pursuing your healing. Keep pursuing your betterness, because as you heal more and as you become more better, you shed away more and more layers of yourself that don't belong to you, and you actually align your energy. Your energy is not separated. It is able to be uniform and move in one direction towards what it is you desire. And I'm seeing here that it is a massive healing for you, and you will get what it is that you want. But I see the challenge here for you is just to realize that you have earned this success. You're not thinking of it as success. You're thinking of it as work, or you're dreading it. But you don't realize that if you do this work, your blessings, your things that you desire, your wealth that you desire, to be nourished, to be nurtured, and to be prosperous, will come in very quickly for you, straight after you've done the energy work, when you've done the spiritual work. Someone actually put it in my comments, like, in one of my recent videos, of like, why do you have to go through a lot of situations and then just to come out on the other side, and everything gets destroyed one night and then the next day everything's built up? Why? It's simply because your energy doesn't allow it to come in. We've been programmed so much by people around us, a society, to believe a certain way. We reject our own nature, we reject ourselves to such a degree that we cause ourselves harm, and we're not able to be anything else other than harmful towards ourselves. And that's the reason why, when things are destroyed, it usually means that you've completed a cycle. Those things no longer have a control over you. It's like in the Matrix, when they free themselves in the Matrix, the agents are always after them, and like just the general people, when they get freed, like the humans, when they get freed, that the agents come straight after them. They find out somehow that there's people there. There's no telephone call. They just figure it out, and they just show up. And it's kind of the same here with this kind of situation. You freed yourself, and you need to keep freeing yourself from situations that are not yours, things that are not yours. And that's what's going to allow things that you desire to come in for you, because they're looking for you as well, and they're going to come in very quickly for you, if you're able to do the inner work. Otherwise, you can spend a lot of time thinking, I don't need to do inner work, it's going to show up. It'll never show up, because you've never ended the cycle. You have to end the cycle for you to level up, for you to move on. Don't allow yourself to be imprisoned by your own mind, by your negative thinking. I see as negative thinking is a big factor here for you. You like to think a lot about situations that have happened, or what's going on. You like to plan a lot, but you're being called here more not to be in your mind, but to be more in your heart. You have been following your heart as of late. Keep it up. You're doing fantastic. You will get to what it is that you desire. Your victory, success, progress, and wealth, happiness, gratitude, wealth, success, happiness, gratitude. It's all coming in for you. But you have to finish this cycle, not allow the pain, the sorrow to get to you. You might feel like it's a lot of work. I don't think you feel like it's a lot of work. You feel like it's painful. It's not painful. It's going to be something that is, it's just something that you need to realize that from a place of truth, just look at yourself and look at your situations and look at your mindset, and from a place of truth and a place of wisdom and a place of respect for yourself, look at them and say, look, are these things really helping me, or are they destroying me? And you're doing this at the moment, but your challenge here is telling me that you might dip backwards. But I see here you are following through. You are going to heal yourself. You are going to nurture yourself, and you are going to be putting in the work to your healing. You're going to be determined to master yourself, whether you watch this reading or not. The outcome is telling me that you will decide to pursue your heart, follow your heart, and know that you are the leader of your life. And this is going to create a big change for you coming into the week. So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you soon.